Every year, hundreds of students report sightings of the unidentified creature that they believe to be Miss Doreen Picozzi. This long history of sighting reports, combined with a recent spike in activity, takes the investigation to an all-time high. In this episode of Finding Cody, confirmed, never-before-seen footage of the woman behind the camera will be revealed, along with all new eyewitness testimony from students and co-workers who claim to have not only met, but been profoundly influenced by her. Our team is hot on the trail of this mysterious creature. We've traveled all over the halls of Lincoln High School, and tonight, led by investigators with over 10 years of Picozzi tracking experience, our team can finally answer the big question: who or what is Doreen Picozzi?
Sylvie Simone, Lincoln High School, class of 2012, Brown University, class of 2016.
Henry Sales, LHS, class of 2013, and Boston University, class of 2017.
Erin Gannon, Lincoln High School, class 2015, Trinity College, class of 2019.
Devin Smith, Lincoln High School, class of 2015, and Emerson College, class of 2019.
Tom Carroll, I'm a graduate of Lincoln High School in the class of 2010. And of Emerson College in the class of 2014.
Alex Levin, Lincoln High School, class of 2016.
Elizabeth Young, Lincoln High School, class of 2015, Wesleyan University, class of 2019.
I've had Miss Picozzi all 4 years of high school. Freshman year I had her for English, and then the last 3 years I had her for journalism.
I've had Mrs. Picozzi as my teacher since freshman year, and I can honestly say that I've never met someone who has influenced my creativity like she has.
So I first met Miss Picozzi in freshman year English class, and I knew right away that she was going to be one of the best teachers I had.
So at Lincoln High School, I took journalism all 4 years.
So I've had Mrs. Picozzi since freshman year, but junior year when I took broadcast journalism is when I really grew close to her, as she slowly inspired me to aspire to be a future filmmaker.
Mrs. Picozzi was a really big influence on me during my 4 years at Lincoln High School. Her positive attitude was definitely very contagious, and she's my favorite teacher at LHS.
She was just really good about helping people, connecting with people, and it really showed in the results her program got in terms of broadcast, in terms of print.
And then I got closer to her in journalism, and that's when she would help me with things in journalism and even outside of journalism, problems with anything. She was always there.
She can easily relate to her students through the awesome advice she's always willing to give, and how she can discuss real world issues to write about in our next issue of Lions Roar.
So I've seen her working as an English teacher, where she's working really hard to kind of teach and kind of guide students along. And then I've seen her as a journalism teacher and a journalism advisor, where it's more of a mentoring type atmosphere, and I think that that kind of is the epitome of what Miss Picozzi does in the classroom.
She's always inspired me to put a lot of thought into all of my work, and especially to put my own voice into my writing. And that's the biggest thing I've ever gotten from her. You know, a lot of teachers will always make you stick to a standard, but Mrs. Picozzi really lets you use your imagination and put a voice and your own twist into what you're writing, and I really appreciate that.
Going into high school, I knew I wanted to work in sports media, and Mrs. Picozzi kind of empowered me to explore that and write as much as I could.
She acts as a mentor for her students, where she doesn't just teach them, but she puts herself in a position where she guides them along and helps them learn from their mistakes.
She's always been there to watch my work and support me and give me real feedback, and never sugarcoat anything for the best reasons, and because she wants me to grow.
Give me good tips when she'd read my stuff of how to make it better.
I really remember how committed she was to helping each and every student, you know, however and whenever they needed her.
Her students are always willing to learn because of the respect that she reciprocates back.
Kids will come back year after year. Where's Mrs. Picozzi? not just because she was a great friend to them, but because she educated them and got them ready for the future.
I think the clearest thing about Mrs. Picozzi is anytime I have an idea, I can go to Doreen and her response will be, no problem.
Doreen Picozzi. When I think about Doreen Picozzi, I think about excellence in education.
And just having, that experience at a younger age equipped me to be a better student when it came to writing in college up at Emerson.
And the thing that I really appreciate about Doreen is her ability to come up with this stuff on her own, to follow through, and to get these projects done and off the ground.
What Doreen does each and every day, it's very challenging, but she makes it seem so easy, and it's because she's such a talented and dedicated teacher.
And really taking the journalism program, looking at it over time, figuring out ways to expand it, figuring out ways to incorporate new things into the program. That's really what I appreciate the most about her.
She's never one to just take out the same folder that she's done for years. She's always looking to innovate. She's always looking to try new things. If I'm introducing something to a new department, Doreen Picozzi is one of the first to raise her hand and say, let me try it, and really try something new.
The Lion's Roar is something that I know, as my perspective as superintendent, I anxiously await to read on a regular basis.
My writing background and my journalism background all stems from that time working on the Lion's Roar at Lincoln High School. So a lot of my career, my young career so far, I can credit to that time there at Lincoln High School.
Even though I didn't go into journalism in college, the skills that I learned from her classes have really helped me get through school.
She just all around really helped me grow as a journalist. And today I work at ESPN as a production assistant in ESPN Radio.
Just a tremendous, tremendous person to be with for 4 years.
I know I have one of the finest teachers, and I'm quite proud of Mrs. Doreen Picozzi.
I think Doreen Picozzi has been one of the most valuable assets to the school, not only to the English department and to the students, but to the faculty.
And every day I'm thankful that she's a member of the English department.
She's always dealing with the newspaper, dealing with English classes, with everything, and she's just one of the most hardworking people that I know, and she deserves so much recognition for this.
Congratulations, Doreen.
I'm actually really honored, and I'm glad that I'm going to be saved for last for this part of the presentation. I'm excited to announce that Mrs. Doreen Picozzi is going to be Lincoln High School's Crystal Apple Award winner. I am just very, very proud of everything she does for our students each and every day. Doreen, congratulations and bravo. Keep up the good work. Outstanding. Thank you.